What's up, cleaners? Dalton Owsley here with Pioneering Clean. Welcome to the first training inside of the Business Foundations module. This is an updated video from what we originally recorded, since a couple of things have changed since then. In short, we now have access to ChatGPT, and we no longer use Google domains to find and purchase domains for our business. So sit back and enjoy. This video is for any of you out there who haven't already chosen a business name yet, or for those of you who may be interested in a rebrand after watching this video. I originally had this video split into two different parts. One which talked about coming up with a business name, and the other which taught you how to get a domain name. However, after coaching others through this process and after some more thought, I've decided to group them into one video since they're not only related to each other, but actually depend on each other. You see, many entrepreneurs will have an LLC that says one thing, a business name that is different from the name LLC, and then a website domain that doesn't match the business name. Ouch. Now, these things don't have to match, but I would encourage you to get them to match if possible, especially the business name and domain name. By the way, the domain name is just a name that someone types into a web browser to reach your website. mycleaningcompany.com, for example. I'm going to give you two scenarios, and you tell me which one you think will be easier for customers to remember when they're telling their friends and neighbors about your business. Scenario 1. Business name, Rockstar Cleaners. Website domain, housecleaningserviceslasvegas.com. Scenario 2. Business name, Rockstar Cleaners. Website domain, rockstarcleaners.com. If you pick scenario 2, you are correct. We're groomed to think this way. My first guess when trying to find a website is to plug it into a simple formula that looks like this: business name plus .com. Google's algorithm is super smart and will likely pick up on the fact that your business name doesn't match your domain name and will still probably deliver your website to the person searching. But why take that chance if we have an opportunity right now to ensure that these two things match? Okay, now let's go through this process together so that you can see how I would go about finding a good business name, checking to make sure the LLC is available, and then of course ensuring the domain name is available for me to purchase. You should do some serious thinking about why you're building this company and what your plans are in the future. Also keep in mind that whatever you do now can be changed with either a simple name amendment to your LLC or a rebranding with your business name and domain name. Although it may confuse some of your existing customers and local market, huge companies have completely rebranded themselves with great success. I mean, Elon Musk just bought Twitter and changed the name to X. Not sure if that would be considered a success or not, but now that's out of the way, let's go over 5 questions you should ask yourself when going through this process and naming your business. Question 1. Do I like the name, and can I see myself building a brand around this name? Is it memorable and catchy? Something my customers will remember and hopefully share? Okay, that's like 3 questions in one, but you get the point. Question 2. Is it relatively short in length? Question 3. Are the social media handles available for this name? Question 4. Is this name available as an LLC in my state, and is there an existing federal trademark? And question 5. Is the domain name available in at least the .com and .net? Let's break each one of these down a little further for context. Question 1. Do I like the name, and can I see myself building a brand around this name? Now, you may or may not care about this one, but if I had to guess, you probably do care. Think to yourself, would I be eager to share the business name with my family and friends? In my experience, and if what I've seen from others is the same, our business is our baby. And if we have an ugly baby that we aren't necessarily thrilled with, we have an issue. Also, is it memorable and catchy? Something my customers will remember and hopefully share? Think about other memorable and catchy names like Facebook, Apple, YouTube, and so on. Now, you probably aren't trying to build a global brand like they did, but the same concepts still apply on a local scale. We all love names that are memorable and catchy. Not only will it be fun to build a brand around, but it'll actually help your advertising efforts. Your name recognition will grow at a much faster rate with a name and brand that is catchy. Question 2. Is it relatively short in length? This is where you have to visualize what this business name and domain name will look like on business cards, uniforms, online advertisements, and so on. Generally speaking, shorter names are more flexible and easier to work with than longer names. Let's use another example to illustrate this point. On one side, we have legal business name of Owsley and Mondragon Professional Cleaning Services, LLC. The public business name would be Owsley and Mondragon Professional Cleaning Services. The website would be Owsley and Mondragon Professional Cleaning Services.com. Can you imagine? My email would be something like Dalton at Owsley and Mondragon Professional Cleaning Services.com. On the other side, we have legal business name, Mopstars LLC. The public business name for that would just be Mopstars, and the website would be mopstars.com. My email is looking a little better now with something like dalton@mopstars.com. Question 3. Are the social media handles available for this name? When you try to create a new Facebook business page with that name, does Facebook tell you that it's available or already taken? It's important to know before moving forward with this process if the name you're looking for is available on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so on. Question 4. Is this name available as an LLC in my state? And is there an existing federal trademark? Believe it or not, even if the name is available as a domain name, it may not be available as an LLC in your state. This is usually the other way around, but the point is you need to do an LLC search to ensure that the name you want is available. Side note here, not all LLC search tools are accurate, and most of them will tell you that. I actually had an instance where LegalZoom told me it was available, and several days later, after I purchased the domain and everything else, they came back and said, oops, it's actually not available. You'll need to pick a new one. Most of them even ask you what your second option is in case the first one comes back as not available. Now, this isn't a big deal. I'd much rather you make a slight variation in your LLC name versus your business name or domain name. Just understand that this is normal. Be agile and keep moving forward. The other component here is the trademark. You can get sued if someone else owns the trademark for a certain name or even branding. Therefore, it's a good idea to do a trademark search during this process. This one hits home for Cristobal since he's currently in the process of rebranding right now. You see, he didn't do this process in the beginning, and recently he attempted to trademark the name Queen Bee Cleaning and it was rejected. Somebody else already registered it years ago. He built a multi-million-dollar cleaning business and is now forced to rebrand. This process is expensive and it takes time. That's why we both recommend that you do your due diligence now so that you don't have to worry about this happening to you later on. Question 5. Is the domain name available in .com and .net? .com and .net are known as top-level domains, or TLDs for short. I personally like to snatch up the .com and the .net TLDs since those are the two most popular endings. If I see that the .com is taken but the .net is available, I still don't go after that one since my customers could accidentally get directed to the wrong site since so many people are used to the .com ending. If the .com is available but the .net is not, I would still consider getting it, but be careful here. Ideally, you want to own both of these domains. As you're coming up with names and checking social profiles, trademark searches, and LLC name availability, don't forget to check and see if the domain is available in .com and .net. Okay, now that you get the idea, let's do an exercise together. There are several things to consider when choosing a business name. It's time to grab a cup of coffee, sit down, and let's start coming up with business names together. Now, I want to do this exercise with you so you can see how I go about doing this real time. The right way to do this is to pull up 6 tabs: a domain registrar like Cloudflare, the United States Patent and Trademark Office or USPTO website, the Create a New Facebook Business page, Instagram, an LLC search tool like Northwest Registered Agent, and lastly, ChatGPT. Don't worry, I'll link everything below this video for your convenience. Let's switch over to the computer and go through an example together. All right, let's get started. As you can see, I've got ChatGPT pulled up here. I'm using ChatGPT 4, which is a paid model of ChatGPT. Just understand that you do not have to have GPT-4 for this. In fact, all of the names that I've come up with previously using this tool here, including Pioneering Clean, I was using the free version of ChatGPT. This prompt, which we're going to go over here in just a second, I will link below. I'm not going to link, I'll actually just paste the prompt below in the video description so you can use it as a starting point if you want to go through this process the same way that I'm going through it now. So let's jump into the prompt itself. This is very basic. I came up with this in like 2 minutes. So let's go over it together. List 50 potential business names for my house cleaning startup. Be sure to follow the bracketed criteria and the bracketed special instructions below. The reason I have these in brackets is because they're sections that I really want to provide more context around. So criteria, I want to provide, as many bullet points of criteria as I need to, and special instructions, I want an area where I can give ChatGPT just a little bit more context about what I'm looking for. So as you can see, very simple command here, and I'm not doing anything like you are a helpful business assistant or anything like that. It's so advanced that really I haven't found any difference now to be be able to, tell the bot who it is, essentially tell the AI who it is, and then write out this elaborate prompt. I still do that from time to time, but keeping it simple still produces incredible results as the AI continues to advance and improve and improve and improve. All right, so here we go. I've got, and you can, by the way, before I get started, I just have two little bracketed criteria or variables, if you will. You can do as many as you'd like. So let's go over the criteria. No more than 30 characters in length. If you like, you can decrease this number or increase it. The .com and .net domains must be available. Names must not be registered trademarks in the US, and each name must be available on major social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. ChatGPT is probably going to tell us, hey, I have no way to check if the .com and .net's available. I have no way to check if it's a registered trademark or not. Don't worry about it. In my experience, if I just say list 50 names, it will list 50 great names, and most of them, 90% of them, will already be taken. In other words, they're not going to be available as .com and or .net domains. However, whenever I give it this standard here, this criteria, make sure that they are available, even though it says it can't do that, it really can. And instead of 90% of them not being available, I find in the experiments that I've done with this, right, in the tests that I've done, that 90% of them are actually available. So I do believe that it's smarter than it leads on to, and that it can actually check this stuff for us. Now, it's not 100% perfect, but putting it in there works for us, okay? And it's going to save a lot of time for you as well. Moving down for special instructions, this variable here, I have the goal is to come up with a name that we can build a brand around, one that our customers will remember and be happy to share with their friends and neighbors. Names should be memorable. I could continue to go, but we're just going to see what this spits out. I've not done this test yet. You can see I haven't hit enter yet and it hasn't come up with anything. And then lastly here, I'm giving it a temperature. You might be wondering, what the heck is temperature? If you've had some experience prompting with AI, then you probably know what it is. If not, don't worry. It's very simple. Basically, temperatures closer to 0 are going to produce a more robotic response. So the AI is going to be like, all right, you want me to be serious and robotic and just state the facts, state what is. And as we climb closer to 1, and I think it even goes up to 2, as we get closer to a 1 or a 2, it's going to be a little bit more wondrous, right? It's going to sprinkle some pixie dust on there, and it's going to be kind of like fairy tale land, right? If you go all the way up to 2. So this is basically a gauge saying how serious, how robotic do you want the response to be. That's the best way that I can describe it. And we'll play around with this. I'm going to see what it lists out here, and then we'll go ahead and change the temperature and see how the results differ. So again, these are variables, special instructions, and criteria. You can add other variables too. You can add more information to special instructions. For example, if you want to come up with names that are specialized to what you do. So for example, some of the students we work with in our coaching program, 7-Figure Cleaners, there's some in there that they create all of their own cleaning products from scratch, and they are 100% eco-friendly, biodegradable, non-toxic. And so of course, in that case, they're going to pick a name that accurately resembles their cleaning business. So that's something that you would definitely want to put in here if that's you. And that's just one example, by the way. But if that's you, if you have more so a specialty, right? A niche within a niche, then you're going to want to give ChatGPT that context so that can help you come up with the best name possible. All right, no more waiting around. Let's hit enter and let's see what this comes up with. As I said before, here it is. I can't check domain availability, social media availability, or trademark status in real time. So you'll need to verify these aspects separately. I told you it was going to say that, but I'm telling you, it's really good at what it does. So let's have a look here. Sparkle Haven, Fresh Nest Clean, Gleam Glow. That's hard to say. Bright Home Pros. That's not bad, especially if you do things later on outside of house cleaning, like pressure washing, window cleaning, carpet cleaning, something like that. This name can really cover all of those areas. Shine Sphere, Purity Pals. That's kind of funny. I wouldn't go with that one. Neat Nook Services. Tidy Tales. Not bad. Clean Bliss Home, Radiant Rooms, Pristine Place. You can see it's really clinging on to same letter names. So G and G, S and S, P and P, and so on and so forth. Radiant Rooms, Pristine Place, Spick, Span, Spaces. Serene Scenes Clean. Crystal Cleanse. Lumen Clean. Let's see, what else do we have here? Sweep Elite. Fresh Facade, Shine Elite, Pristine Parlors, Nestify. Interesting. Glow Gurus. That's not bad. Kind of like that one right there. It's short and it's funny. Spruce Squad. Oh, that's awesome. I bet that's already taken. We'll have to check on that one though. Shine Masters. Clean Couture. I could be pronouncing that wrong. Don't judge. Sparkle Savvy. That one's not bad either. Pristine Pioneers. Hey, look at that. It has no clue, by the way. This has not been trained or anything on pioneering clean, so that's funny that it came up with that name right there. All right, cool. So let's not waste too much time here. Let's say now generate 50 more. Let's actually just do 20. Keep it short. Now generate 20 more names. And then we'll come down here, and then we'll do temperature of 1.0. So let's see what it comes up with now. Certainly. Here are 20 more unique and memorable business names for your house cleaning startup. And then it's just giving us a reminder here. All right, so here we go. 20 more unique and memorable business names. So as you can see, it's bringing in a lot of the same names here. So Gleam Gurus, we had Gleam Guardians right up here. And we also had, I think we already had this one, Gleam Glow. So not quite the same, but very similar. Sometimes ChatGPT will do this and you need to kind of start from scratch. But the best thing to do, in my experience, is to mess around with the temperature, mess around with the prompt. And if you find something that you like, but you'd like to see more options or variations of that one specifically, that's when it really starts to get powerful. So right here you can see it looks like a gap down here, but sweep, sleek, sweep stars. Sweep stars, probably already taken, but that might be a really good name as well. Shine Savants, and let's see, Pristine Patrol, that one's not bad. Freshness Fellows. So I'm going to scroll up. I actually like this one right here, Spruce Squad. So now if I wanted it to generate more names with, like, for example, this one, Spruce, or this name, Squad, I can do so. And to make that happen, all I have to do is come down here and say, I like Spruce Squad the best. Please use this, or let's just say, please generate 10 more variations using the keyword spruce. There we go. And we're going to hit enter there. Now ChatGPT is telling us, great choice. Spruce Squad has a nice ring to it. Here are 10 variations using the keyword spruce for your house cleaning business. So Spruce Spotless, Spruce Sweepers, Spruce Serenity, Spruce Shimmer. It's really clinging onto the S and S, S and S, S, S. So you can actually prompt that out. You could say spruce combined with other words that start with S can be difficult to say. Please don't combine the word spruce with another word starting with S. You could simply say that and it will generate more names along those lines. But to keep this video a little bit shorter, I'm actually just going to pick one and we're going to move forward with that. If it's not available, then it's not available. You get the point. Rinse and repeat, and do this exercise until A, you find a name that you really like, and B, you find a name that is not already a registered trademark, is available as an LLC in your state, and is available as a domain name in the .com and .net endings, and of course is available on social media profiles. Now again, you can change up the LLC a little bit since not everybody's going to really see that on a day-to-day basis. So if you need to add in the word services or cleaning services, so like Spruce Squad Cleaning Services, if Spruce Squad was already taken as an LLC, you could easily do that and there's no issue there. Really the same thing goes for the social media handles as well. So anyways, let's go ahead. I'm going to copy that and we're going to go to the next tab that I have open, which is Northwest Registered Agent. I'm going to do a business name search. So I am in Colorado. I'm going to select this and it's going to tell me, hey, here's the page to visit for Colorado to do the search. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to paste this in and then let's do a search. No results found. Let's do LLC search. Again, no results found, so we're good to go there. Now, let's move on to the next tab, which is the trademark search. So if you click the link below, you'll find yourself on a page that looks like this. All we're going to do is click this green button here that says Trademark Search System. All right, so now we're going to just do this. Keep it wide open, just Spruce Squad, just like that. And we're going to see, all right, so we have almost 12,000 results. These are the ones right up here that are the most similar. So Supersist, Supracide, blah, blah, blah. I think we're going to be okay here. So now what we can do is we can separate these words just like that and then click enter. Spruce Squad. Well, the word was trademarked at one point, but it was abandoned. So it's not actually trademarked and it's available. So that's cool, but looks like that domain would probably be taken, just if I had to guess, right here, because someone tried to trademark it or started that. And it looks like it's for building maintenance, repair, and construction. So there you go. The domain is probably not going to be available, but from what I can see here, it looks like we are good to go for the trademark. All right. And so the next thing that we're going to do is head over to Cloudflare, and we are going to look to register a domain. So we're going to see if this is available in .com and .net. All I have to do is paste it in just like this, sprucesquad.com, and we're going to click search. And you can see right here, it is not available because it was registered already. So now is where you go back to the drawing board and you go back to ChatGPT. You grab other names, you grab other variations of Spruce Squad, things like that. And so once you find one that is available in .com, make sure that you do this and check the .net as well. You can see this is actually available in .net, but I still wouldn't buy it because the .com is not available. If you'd like to see who owns it, you can also just go to the website. So I can do sprucesquad.com, just like this. And it looks like somebody purchased the domain, but they don't have a website up for it yet. This is not live, so there's really nothing attached to it. So it doesn't look like anybody's doing anything with this domain, but regardless, it's already taken, so it doesn't do us any good. So what can you do here? Well, you don't want it to get too long, but if you were just in love with one name, you can add keyword to the end, as long as it didn't make it too long, for example, like cleaning. So Spruce Squad cleaning, for example, if we search that in the .com ending, you can see that that is available in .com. If we just change this to .net and click enter again, you'll see that the .net is available. So this is one that can be grabbed right now at the time of this video if you'd like it, but this is a good example. I like really short names. Sometimes the keywords do help you rank, right? So if you add the word clean or cleaning or anything like that, house cleaning, it can certainly help you rank a little bit better, faster in your area, but I wouldn't buy a domain just like that. I wouldn't add on keywords just to make it a little bit longer because we're adding in the keywords. So I hope that makes sense. I would love to just get the domain sprucesquad.com, but unfortunately it's not taken. So in this case, if I just love this one, I would add the word cleaning at the end and we're good to go. We can get the .com, .net. I then might go back to the trademark search here and then type in cleaning just to make sure that that is not specifically a registered trademark. If I click enter, again, you can see right here, I'm not really seeing anything. Blue Spruce Cleaning Co. right here is the word mark that has been trademarked. So that's definitely different from what we're going for here. So Spruce Squad Cleaning is available there. I would, again, just go back here and type in that keyword like that, cleaning, and then I'm going to hit enter. And it just reloaded, no results. Take out the LLC, hit enter again, no results. So I would be good to go with this as well. If I wanted to combine these two words, all I have to do is get rid of that space there. Now it's Spruce Squad cleaning, hit enter. Again, no results. So I'm good to go either way. If I wanted to spell it out like this, or if I wanted to separate each word like so, it looks like I'm good to go there. All right, so hopefully that helps. I'm not going to go over the social media handles. That's very simple. Just go to create a new Facebook business page, an Instagram account, type in the name, and if it gives you an error, then it's already taken. If it doesn't, then you're in luck. You can go ahead and move forward with that name in terms of setting up a social media profile using that name, that is. So I hope that you found this helpful. That's how I go about this process. I get all of these tabs open and I start here in ChatGPT and then I continue from there. I've had some conversations in ChatGPT that are very, very, very long just because I need multiple iterations of this and we're kind of honing it and tweaking it as we go. ChatGPT tends to get a little bit more powerful if you can have an ongoing message stream with it. So definitely don't shy away. If the first list that it produces is pretty much garbage and doesn't have anything on it that you like, don't worry. You can always redo it and perfect it, right? Continue refining it until you find something that's just like, boom, oh, light bulb goes off. Yes, that is awesome, right? So anyways, hope you found this valuable. Go ahead and do this if you're currently looking to establish a name for your business or rebrand your business. Hopefully now you have a better understanding of how to go about naming your business the right way. Other coaches will tell you to just get something and move on, and that it shouldn't require much thought or consideration. If I'm being honest, I used to think that way too, and still do for many things. I'm a big fan of the MVP approach, which just stands for minimum viable product. Get something out there and you can perfect it over time. However, when it comes to foundational stuff like this, I recommend you take a little more time to come up with something you're going to be happy with. This will allow you to focus on growing your business without wondering if you should change your LLC, business name, domain, branding, and so on before continuing to scale your business. Well, try not to spend a week on this step, but if it takes that long, then so be it. It actually took me 3 days to come up with the name Pioneering Clean. I had to really dive in and think about what it is we do and what we're trying to accomplish. I thought of buzzwords like innovate, create, pioneer, invent, and so on. Many of the names I liked were available as an LLC and even available as social profile handles, but were not available as a domain name. Good luck with this step and try to enjoy the process because it truly is one of the most exciting parts, in my opinion, when it comes to starting a new business. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.